everybody, guys, we got new shirts, and this is, I think, one of our best shirts of all time.
I think so too.
On it has all the whole your cast of characters in it.
The gang's all here.
The gang's all here is and then Poway High School, the home of the Titans.
Home of the Titans.
My high school's there, Hollywood, all that stuff. The Comedy Store.
Juicy's on there. Creecor's on there.
Yeah.
McCone, Carlos, everyone. We also have mugs. If you like coffee, you want to start your day right with the Bad Friends, we also have mugs on there. Mugs and shirts. Go get them now before we stop selling them. We're doing limited time runs for a lot of this stuff. Go to badfriendsmerch.com, badfriendsmerch.com. Also, we're going down under, mate. We're going to be in Australia. Sydney, we have to add seats because you guys did great. Tell them where we go.
We're going to Sydney. You said it.
Sydney.
Brisbane, Australia. Auckland, New Zealand. Melbourne, Australia. Adelaide, Australia. Perth, Australia.
Perth.
Tickets are going fast.
Tickets are going fast. Go to badfriendspod.com for tickets. Badfriendspod.com
for tickets.
You two are bad friends.
Who are these two idiots?
A white dude and an Asian dude.
You two are disgusting.
Well, you two are something.
We're bad friends.
What's going on your face?
Like a teenage girl.
I'm like a teenage
Dude, I love it. Are there like pink ones that can blend into your face? Or you have to do the yellow.
These were for you, but I just.
Oh, I see.
You want me to save that stuff for the pod?
Yeah.
Dude, let me tell you something. Did you offer our guest anything to drink or anything?
They're very
Water?
kind. I got water.
They
I'm
better.
good.
Everybody's a little starstruck.
Everyone is a little starstruck.
Starstruck.
Hey, starstroke. This guy, dude. We hire
This guy.
almost all the people that work for us are A, illegal,
They're illegal. They don't have cards.
or B, they're felons.
Felons, yeah.
Honest felons. Like
Carlos, did you know Seb back in the day?
I would see you at the Comedy Store, yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't know you.
No.
No.
Well, no, because you were around.
Yeah.
I wasn't friends with
But this is before he blew up, though. So you didn't go up, hey, I'm Carlos?
No, he's...
Okay.
You think Sebastian was in sacred ground with the crackheads in the back of it? You did stand up and went home.
Oh, that's right.
These guys were cockroaching behind the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
He didn't linger.
He didn't need to.
Yeah.
I did. I lingered early on. My early years, I was a lingerer.
Yeah.
But as you know, as you grow up, you go home.
Bobby.
Well, I didn't make it yet, so you know what I mean. I need to hang out.
You mean now?
Yeah, now I hang out now because I haven't made it yet. I mean, my opportunity might. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do the Golden Globes.
Are you sleeping in Mitzi's office? Don't you pass out sometimes up there? That's your little
Well,
apartment?
first of all, no one's ever been in Mitzi's office. You know that?
I have.
There's no one's been.
I have.
Don't do this. You have. Have you been in Mitzi's office?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't think you guys know where Mitzi's office is.
This is such, what a dumb guy think. There was another room with a desk? What are you talking about?
No, where do you think Mitzi's office is?
What are you talking about?
What are you guys talking about? And I don't like this. I don't like what's going on right now, dude.
F you.
Let's go ahead, Seth.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Is Mitzi's office at the Comedy Store?
That's very, very good. Yeah, all right. Good, this is good. You're acting, you're treating me like you've always said, like a child.
Yeah.
And I'm going to allow this. All right, so go ahead. Let's go.
No, the way you're behaving is as if we didn't come across the office because the office is located on Kauai.
I know, but what I'm saying to you is that, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Based after your question. My question, are there many offices at the Comedy Store?
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so.
What?
And so what no, stop.
Dude,
no.
This is the worst detective of all time. Trying to find clues that aren't there.
Yeah, there are. So what I'm saying is that I feel like you've been in an office where you thought it was Mitzi's office, but it really wasn't. Okay, so what I know this about Mitzi's office is that it's been closed since the 70s. No one's ever been in there.
That's not true.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, Seb, and you, Andrew, all right? All right, because I'm not afraid. Number one, I'm not based in fear right now. I have courage, and I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So for you fucking assholes right now, right? And you know what this is? I saw this on TikTok. It's the way to, you know what I mean, control the room, and you're with your hand like this.
No,
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is sitting on a kid's stool.
That's what that is.
That's what
I read it wrong. So I'm going to ask you guys, where is the office?
You know what?
I
don't know if we need to tell you because you haven't been. This is kind of the
No,
greatest.
this is so funny because now you see what's going on. They now are scared because they don't know
No, I
where
do.
her office is.
I do.
So this is great. So
No, the office is upstairs.
Okay, so where I go, there's many building offices up there. So describe to me how I get up there.
Okay, since you've been in there,
Yeah.
does the office have a heavy, like red kind of velvety drape that you remember?
I don't know if it does anymore, but it did. It used to have there was a secondary door before you got to her office door.
Yeah.
It was two.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
You're the,
That's it.
you're the
I've
only
never
one
been
who
there.
hasn't.
I've never been in there. I fucked
No,
up.
here's the deal.
Yeah, I've never been in
A
there.
responsible, grown. Hold on. Hey, Egot. Adam, you're on Bad Friends with Sebastian and me and Bobby. And Bobby claims yeah, exactly. He goes, nobody's been in Mitzi's office since the 70s. And I said, me and you. I said, I've been in it. You and I went in it. Have we not been in Mitzi's office?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I love you.
Look, I'm not done.
No, we're
Give
done.
me the phone.
Why
Give me the
is
phone.
Bobby banned from the office?
Yeah. Why can't Bobby go in, Egot?
Oh, that's totally different. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, what is it then, Egot?
Bobby, there's so many fucking reasons.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. And I think our audience
Hang
knows.
up the phone.
I love you.
Hang
I'll
up the
call you
phone.
later.
Hang up the phone.
Goodbye. I love you.
Okay, so I was wrong. There are parts of this comedy store I've ever
So
read.
aggressive to our guest.
Listen, guys, I never know when I come on these things.
Yeah.
Is this like on?
Yes,
as
we're
part of
doing
the
it.
show?
Yeah.
Because
We had already started.
I just did a podcast
Yeah.
where it was like, okay, we're gonna start in a bit, I'm gonna water this and that, and then it was like an introduction.
Yeah.
Here it's like, hey, we're running
Right.
right from the get go.
This is a car accident.
Okay.
No, it's not a car.
It's just going to
Oh my
happen.
God,
And
you guys are making me so mad right now.
dude,
go-
what is
what-
your
what-
problem?
I don't know. I'm just aggro right now. Okay, so
What happened in Century City that you're so upset?
it
That,
took me a long way to get here.
well, no shit.
What were you doing over there?
CA's packaging, and I had, it was.
All right, don't act like it's.
Okay, so anyway, I'm doing this. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's a whirlwind. So I don't want to get into why I
You
was
say
there.
whirlwind or whirlwind?
It's a whirlwind.
Which word do you think it is? Do you
Wi-
thi- do you think
W-I-N.
it's Whirlwind? Whirlwind?
No, it's WHIRL wind. WIND.
WYNN, like Steve Wynn.
No, not Steve
No?
Wynn. Wind or whirlwind. What is it? What is it?
No. I'm just saying you're right no matter what.
Okay, but Seb, I know you're gonna say something. Well, let me just say something. We'll do the proper intro. Okay.
You don't need to.
No,
I
but
just
I'm
need
gonna tell
know,
you why we
like
do it
where
like
we're
this.
at. Is this part of like, oh, we get warmed up and then all of a sudden,
No.
the foreigner says, "Hey, let's get this going."
Well, you're right. It's
Our guest today is one of our favorite comedians
it's aggressive,
ever
I'm
walked
sorry.
the earth. An actor, a comedian, a writer, probably one of the most brilliant performers alive today. Sebastian Maniscalco. What? Don't step on them.
A real comedian.
A real comedian.
For once.
For once on this show.
Yeah. Let me just get back. Okay, I'm back. Go, do it again.
I already did it.
All right. He's a real comedian. That's what I got. Not only that did I get actor, whirlwind, we said. And
A
then,
great actor, a great writer, a great performer, a great comedian.
May I say something?
A great father,
Or, may I say
a
something?
great friend.
May I say something? Because I have my own 2 bits
Please.
as well.
Please.
He's a great guy. You never said that. And also, secondly, I've known him probably one of the longest, right?
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys that I always knew. So, Sebastian Maniscalco.
You know what, guys? You know what? Let's just go back to the normal way you do it.
Why? That doesn't seem organic?
We can't do NPR podcasting. It's just not for us.
Yeah.
How many did you do today? 2 interviews?
I did the School of Greatness. You ever do
Ooh,
that one?
what is that?
I've never heard of it.
What is that, Carter?
What is that?
Ooh.
What is that?
We're not that great, so I don't know if we'd go.
Well, we've never seen them in the charts. Are they bigger than us?
No way.
okay.
I love your attitude right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is like Lewis House.
Oh,
now
he was
what's
there.
what's his thing about?
It's more like grown up shit.
Yeah.
He's a 2-time New York best-selling author. Is that what it says? Yeah, 2-time All-American athlete, keynote speaker, entrepreneur. Wow.
Yeah, it was more about like life. And
Life, yeah.
Yeah, we do life too, bud.
No, yeah. It's
How's your life going?
Some people watch it.
Yeah.
Some people watch it.
Yeah. Whoa, dude, you're flexing, huh?
He's being a little diminutive, and it's interesting you would do that to someone you respect so much like
No,
Sebastian.
this is the first time I have someone I admire.
On our show.
very
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
You've never admired any...
We had John Cena, didn't admire. Zac
Really?
Efron, didn't admire.
You did-
no Zac Efron, no admire. All right, we've also had, who else have we had?
You too.
The band U2.
We had U2 Bono. We had Bono and The Edge. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we're like, I mean, we're the bottom. But my point is that
It's fine.
who else have we had?
So you had Bono in here?
No, he doesn't. When he said
his
U2,
English is bad.
he's bad. Yeah, we never had Bono here.
He meant he has us too.
Oh,
He
I thought it was you.
yeah. No.
he's very bad with.
He's very bad with the
communication
English.
skills.
Can you shut the fuck up, maybe? All right, because we have a guest. Anyway, so Sebastian is an old friend, and he's killing it. It's great. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Here's another reason why I like you.
No, I don't. Go ahead. I just don't get it. What are you doing?
What's the problem?
He knows we like him. But tell him why you like him.
but for people listening,
I'm sure they like him way more.
they way more than me. But I'm just going to tell. I'm sorry. Back up, everyone.
Okay.
You got to take those off because it's doing something to your mind and the way you're podcasting. It's affecting everything.
Is it?
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
I told you it's pimple patches. I had a breakout.
Yeah.
I went to Vegas. I got cream.
Yeah.
I put wrong cream on my face. I broke out when I came back.
Okay, let me ask you this, because this is the second time I've seen this in less than 4 days.
Yeah.
Someone had that on.
These.
At,
No.
at a party that we were at for. It's a kid party, and one of the mothers had one here. Now, can you come out with those on and not mention that you have those?
Must
on?
say something.
You must say something if you walk in.
And I would never go to a public. If I was going to a party or a thing, I would just get over it. This is home to me, so this is easy. If I'm going to a party or an event, can't just deal with the pimple. Just deal with the redness. This woman didn't say anything about it.
No, I said you got something on your I thought it was like from opening a gift that one of the stickers got caught. I go, you got a star on your. She's like, no,
Wow.
it's for pimple. I'm like, is it getting that comfortable now where people just come out with acne cream?
Yeah. Well, let me say something, first of all, to the company that makes those. Why don't you make them so that it's something that you would have on your face, like a liver spot or a freckle?
Right. So
Right.
are those? What
No,
are those?
these are real liver spots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that old Korean men get.
Okay.
Yeah. But my point being is if I had a brown liver spot like there and that is it, I think it would just blend into my face, no?
Yeah, but then this feels like it's more obvious. Hey, I have a thing on my face. That would be we would start calling each other, going, "Is Bobby okay? There's way more liver spots on his face than used to be."
Right, but maybe you can like pull on heartstrings, like maybe something even worse, like a scar. You know what I mean? Or lesions.
You should have worked in Halloween makeup. You would have been way better at that than comedy.
You
That
think
should
so?
have been your career.
Oh, yeah.
This is great. I'm
what-
in. You start a business doing this, and I'm in.
Guys.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Is this how it's going to go?
This is how it's gonna go.
Yeah. There we go. That's how it goes. Okay.
That's how it goes.
Are you plugging something?
We'll get.
What the fuck are you doing here?
No, we'll get to that. I'm just interested in the dynamics of
Yeah.
you two,
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Because I generally don't watch the show.
Yeah.
I
Neither do we.
well, I have a family.
Yeah.
So, are these guys you're hanging out with on a social level, or is it just a work thing and everybody goes their separate ways?
No, actually, we do. We do. It is kind of like a little family for us.
Yeah.
And it's 5 guys.
Well,
And there's a woman in the back that I met briefly.
who is it?
That's McCone.
New intern.
That's
You have a
McCone.
new intern? Yeah. Where is she?
Oh, I thought he was talking about McCone.
Can I see what she looks like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, another Asian. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're an intern?
I am.
Okay, sit back down. Thank you.
Trying to impress you.
Yeah.
no, listen.
Okay.
I'm impressed. Number one, congratulations on all the success that the show has had.
Thank you.
It's really fantastic. And I'm impressed that you guys are so big that there's an intern program
Yeah. There is.
at Bad Friends. I mean, that's
yeah.
pretty impressive.
Well, I'll tell you what, though. We don't do the intern hiring. We have no say. They bring in people, and I'm starting to get a little sus. We might need to audit it because it's always Asian girls.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on over there.
I think they're doing it for me.
It's not working.
It's not working.
No,
it
it's
doesn't
not
make me feel
working.
comfortable.
Trust me.
Yeah.
But I don't
for
like,
whites.
I'm cool with any race, any gender.
Okay.
But let's mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's been the 5th Asian girl we've had.
We love blacks.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Well,
We love them.
let's just make sure when he says that.
Yeah.
I just
saw the movie
him
Fences.
solo.
The movie Fences, very good.
Denzel.
Yeah. Very good movie.
Can you do
Never saw that play.
Do the scene. Let's do the scene.
Son, I don't know. I never saw it.
Oh my God.
But let me try.
I got so nervous.
No, yeah. Son, let me try. Son, why do you think I work all day, paying bills and putting food on the table? Not because of my duty, but because I'm your father.
Because you love me?
Yeah.
No.
Now go clean the fucking bathroom.
No.
No, you didn't do that?
No, he doesn't. He says, not because I love you.
I never saw the movie. That's pretty good for somebody that's never seen the fucking movie.
Or the play.
Yeah. Am I not right?
Well, I got to tell you.
What?
The meeting that you were at today was for a movie package deal. And this is what you're bringing to the table? I'm concerned.
Yeah. Sometimes it's lowbrow projects, dude. Not everyone's gonna work with Robert De Niro.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes no brow projects.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're so low, there's no brow.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
You do the monologue.
No, I don't know the monologue from. I don't remember it.
I'm the kid. Yeah, Dad. yeah, Dad. You want to talk to me in the backyard in New York, Brooklyn, 1978?
Is that when you think it was? 19?
I don't know. What does this move on?
Let's move on.
Okay, all right.
Sebastian, I'm going to ask you something. I got back from Vegas. I went to go see Dead and Company. I don't know. It's weird to me to see people from all different facets that like that band. I wouldn't pick you as that, but do you like that stuff at all or no?
It's funny. My musical tastes are very sheltered. I didn't grow up with a lot of the music a lot of the people grew up in the 80s with. My father, around the house, was playing Al Jarreau, a lot of jazz, Grover Washington, Miles Davis.
Yeah.
So I would go to school.
I love it.
And everybody would go, oh, you listen to the Beatles, you listen to this or whatever. I go, no, I'm listening to, Boz Scaggs.
Oh.
So I wasn't privy to a lot of this music
Right.
that a lot of people grew up on. So no, I'm not a Bad Company guy. But I heard the show. This is at the Sphere.
Yeah, Dead and Company at
I'm
the
not.
Sphere.
What did I say? Bad Company?
Bad Company. Also a great band. though.
Yeah.
Also a great band.
I have a line of question real quick, but if you want to say something, I have a line of question. What he just said was really bothered me, but go ahead.
Okay. All I want to say is I understand this sheltered. I don't know. Like my dad was stuck in the. He never liked new shit, even of his gender. My dad is born 55, something like that. So I would think, a lot of my friends' dads were like Zeppelin rock, 70s rock. My dad only liked Carolina Beach music, soul, Patsy Cline. You know what I mean? Like he liked either folk country crossover or soul music, like Sam Cooke. And he just never, so like for me, it was similar in that way where I had to go fish because my friends were like, Patsy Cline?
Yeah.
They didn't know who that, they were like, who is that? So like same kind of idea. It was, so I had to be like out of myself to pretend I knew things when I was young. So I had to just investigate. You just bailed. You were like,
Yeah, I didn't know there was any investigating. I just like, okay, this is the music taste that I'm going to grow up with.
But you liked.
right.
I'm sorry?
You liked Michael Jackson.
I love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Well, who do you, yeah, who?
Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean, Madonna.
Yeah. All those things you
But I
did.
didn't-
I know that about you.
I didn't get Motley Crue. I like kind of the hair bands.
Yeah.
But like the classical rock bands.
Yeah.
I didn't get into.
Like no Zeppelin.
No Zeppelin. Wow. No.
But if I said to you like, name me a couple of Beatles songs, you would know. I mean, you're privy to it, that information.
Yes.
You don't know any Beatles songs.
I don't know
But you
lyrics to songs, nor do I know titles to songs.
Okay.
I love that about you.
I know. This is what I love. I know. I like it. I like it.
When you came here today, what did you listen to in the car on the way here?
I was talking to people.
But if you're not on the phone,
I would generally listen to audiobooks.
fuck.
Or the latest Eminem song, Houdini.
Whoa, the scale of that. Audiobooks,
Houdini.
Eminem. Wow.
Whoa. The Anxious Generation, that's the book
Yeah.
I'm listening to right now. And then Houdini is the
Wow. That's it. That's your playlist.
that's right now, yeah.
Right.
I don't veer far.
Okay. May I ask you some questions? And I know you're a guest, and I love you so much. And thank you.
And don't be rude.
I'm not gonna be. I feel like I was being rude earlier. I apologize.
You're not being rude at all.
Thank you so
I've
much.
known you for 25 years.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you some direct questions then. Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm not afraid. All right. I mean, you have Spotify, no?
I do have Spotify.
Thank you. Apple Music, no?
Yes.
Exactly. A search engine?
Yes.
Yeah.
This isn't rude?
It's not.
Because I'm confused.
No.
Tonally.
You're right. I should ask you. Hey, you have all the stuff like Spotify and Apple, right?
Better.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have it too. And you search things right on it. Mm-hmm. Right? Never curious if maybe let's see what the Beatles are all about.
No.
Why?
Yeah, I listen, it is a weakness I have in my repertoire for cultural. I should be able to name many songs from the Beatles and or Led Zeppelin. Was it Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, but watch this.
Very good.
But watch this.
Pull that out of my ass.
Well, watch this.
I know what you're gonna do. I know. Wait, stop. I know.
Name the last 5 books in your world that you've either read or listened to.
Atomic Habits.
Boom. Let's stop there.
Love that book.
You've never read. You don't read.
Atomic Habits, of course.
Well, who wrote it?
I forgot his name, but I can tell you what the book's about.
What is it?
It's about the habitual, learning about atomic energies within the Earth and also the biosphere of the world and the universe.
No, but that is a good lie. I like that lie.
It's good.
Nice try.
Very good.
It's good that.
Okay. Anyway,
This is my point. His learn.
You're telling me that the fucking sorry.
Go for it.
You're telling me what that book is equivalent to the White Album?
No, my point is he's indulging in knowledge through books. You indulge through music.
And I listen to audiobooks too, just not those ones.
You do not listen to audio.
Lord of the Rings, I did because I wanted to get all of it. I want to get all of it, right?
Bob.
I did.
Bob, I know you.
J.R. Tolkien. He didn't narrate it because he was too
Eric
old.
Stolken.
No,
J.R.
J.R.R. Tolkien, right? And I'll tell you another thing. I listen to Ram Dass, spiritual shit.
Okay.
So that's in your face.
I know you do.
I'm so sorry being rude. Yeah. And I'm glad you're reading.
There's,
Morgan and Morgan.
Life can be crazy sometimes, y'all, and one person's negligence can result in another's settlement.
That's right. We've all had little baby accidents, whether it's a fender bender, a bumper rumper, or a slumper gumper. I've been in all 3 of those things.
Every day I'm in a slumper gumper. Dude.
You are my little slumper gumper.
Yeah.
And I wish I had Morgan & Morgan at the time because it's America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers with over $20 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation, Bob.
Yeah, it's submitting an injury claim is Morgan is so easy.
So easy, man.
You know what I mean? Like, acting in a Scorsese movie is hard.
That's very hard.
But submitting an injury claim at Morgan is easy.
Peeling back the layer of an orange without it getting wedged underneath your fingernails is extremely hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is very easy.
That's
okay?
true, dude.
It is true. And
if
you
you
smell
ever-
like oranges all day after you do that.
Exactly. I do it with garlic.
Okay.
I do. But if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan.
Their fee is free unless they win.
For more information, go to forthepeople.com/badfriends or dial #law #529 from your cell phone.
That's For the People, FOR, thepeople.com/badfriends or dial #law #529 from your cell. There's a paid advertisement.
Blue Chew! You guys, I'm a 52-year-old man.
Yeah.
And my junk and my machinery, right, is not as efficient as it was in my 20s.
The engine's got to warm up. It
Right,
takes a
so
little
sometimes with older engines, you need Blue Chew.
You need a little bit of help.
Yeah, so Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost.
You can take them anywhere, day or night, anytime. Plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. Process is simple. All you have to do, sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days so you can get back to pumping, baby!
The best part, it's all done online. So no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy.
Let me tell you something. Many men use Blue Chew. Why not you? It's totally normal. It's totally okay. If you need a little bit more help, we all do. We all need a spotter. You're at the gym, and sometimes you're like, spot. Blue Chew
I'm
is
telling
your
you right
spot.
now, I use it and it works so good, guys.
It works too good. Everybody around town is saying, have you seen what Bobby's up to? Well, Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it.
And we got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BADFRIENDS at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping.
That's BlueChew.com, promo code BADFRIENDS to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Beautiful.
Music for me was always about working out, dancing. That's what it always accompanied for me.
I like
It never really accompanied me sitting in my room going, oh my God, man, what he's saying is perfect. I didn't use it for that. For me, it was dancing.
How about this? People always say, what's your last meal? What's the last song you'd prefer to hear before you die? If you could control the last song to hear before you go out, because I think sometimes.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Nat King Cole, Wonderful Life.
Wow.
Not good?
No, yeah, it's good. I didn't pick you. I did not think that.
That song, I love black people. We already
You've
established
said that 3 times
We
already.
established that already.
Yeah, I
right?
think the fans are going to call it out at this point.
Why? That's insane.
You keep saying it.
You can say whatever. I can say whatever I want.
Oh, reinforce it.
Okay, no, that's the last one. My point is that I like that song because it gives me the good feels. I could be in the worst mood, and that song comes, and I am happy-go-lucky.
It changes everything.
I'm frolicking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm light. You know what I mean? I'm a new man. I love that song.
What do you think if you were going out? What's the song you'd like to hear right before you go?
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean. Oh, that's a good song.
That makes me come alive. All right?
Billie Jean does.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Every time I
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
that song, I want to get up and do something.
Yeah. You're a good dancer, by the way.
My dancing skills have declined over the years. However, growing up in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, you know this. I mean, you grew up. Did you hit you're a little younger than I am, a lot younger. We hit the teen dance clubs. You ever go to Toto's?
Not
Or
really.
Acapulco Bar?
Not really. That missed our generation. I was more of a live show guy. I went to live concerts.
So you went to a Lollapalooza or what was it? Lollapalooza? Yeah, wasn't that the big thing?
Lollapalooza was the thing. But did you ever heard of Fireside Bowl? Do you remember Fireside Bowl? No. I liked little indie hip hop and rock shows, and they throw them at these Fireside Bowl. Look it up. I don't know. It used to be.
Well, I want to know about
Toto.
Toto. So walk me through Toto. You show up, cover charge.
Cover charge.
Yeah. Line. Do people know you? You get in right in?
Oh, they know him.
Now, yeah, but back then.
I was never the guy who knew the bouncer, but I was always with a guy that had the in.
Right.
This is Teen Dance Club, 17. McGreevy's. Another one.
Wow,
in
McGreevy's, yeah.
Chicago. So,
Is that Toto right there?
No, that's Fireside Bowl.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Hip hop shows.
No, where was that at? Is that downtown?
Fireside Bowl is on. I don't even know where it was. It was just outside in Fullerton. Yeah.
Fullerton. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't. Well, how old are you?
40.
Okay, so 10 years. That's a big gap. So yeah,
No,
We're closer
No
to-
teens. Yeah, you're. Well,
yeah, but you didn't. You know, this is Chicago in the late '89, '90. Toto's, McGreevy's, Discovery Club.
That's the hot shit. That was the hot
This
spot.
is going down up and down Harlem Avenue, cruising in our cars. You ever do that?
No. Now, did you have to break off the bouncer every
It
time?
sounds like American Graffiti, by the way.
It does.
Yeah, yeah,
He
a
was
little
living
bit.
in Saturday Night.
Milkshakes? You like milkshakes? Okay.
Malts?
Yeah,
What about
malts.
malts?
Oh, yeah.
This is Saturday Night Fever. He's just explaining us the story of
I
Saturday.
met him Saturday night.
You met Mr. Saturday Night?
John Travolta.
Yeah, where?
He was at the Comedy Store.
When?
Saturday night, I just said.
Oh, I thought you said Mr. Saturday Night.
Oh, this Saturday?
This Saturday, he was there. So Tommy Lee was there with Brittany Furlong. She was doing a show in the Belly Room. What's so funny?
You said furlong, and it's funny to me because it's like the length of a horse in a horse race. And
It is? What's her last name?
Furlan.
Exactly.
Okay, I just laughed.
Okay.
The boys did it.
Did you know who I was talking about? Let's move on. Anyway, so Tommy's there, and I met Tommy before, right? So I went up and I went, hey, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, good socially, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what I mean? I grab his wrist and I do a bump with my hip to the side.
Smart.
And no, it wasn't because he went like, what the fuck, right? And then because he was in conversation with John Travolta. And I look up and I go, oh, fuck. Because, you know, I saw it all. Luke was talking, you know, the grease.
Good one to start with.
Yeah. The grease, you know what I mean? The one where he's, you know what I mean? The cowboy western one that he did.
Luke was talking too.
Yeah, that's what, right? And then, anyway, it's Saturday Night Live, right?
Pulp
right?
Fiction.
Fever, I mean, Pulp Fiction, right? So, and thank you so much,
In
right?
the Valley of Violence.
So I go, hey, I'm Bobby, and you, and he didn't say anything. So I go, I know you're John Travolta. And I know, so embarrassing.
So did you get a good energy back? Or
No, bad energy.
Yeah.
Because when I don't expect it and it comes out of nowhere, I don't know how to do it. I read the situation wrong.
Well, what did he look like? Was he kind of look like that, like in Hairspray?
No. He looked like the previous photo that you had.
Was he bald?
Yeah, he's bald.
His head
Yeah. It's in his eyes.
What is?
Travolta.
He's in his eyes?
The Travolta is in his eyes. You know, even when he gets older, it's in. You can tell it's in the eyes.
You're saying like all of his ability and
Look at those eyes.
yeah. Yeah, I see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like eyes.
So were you taken aback by the eyes? Did you? Is that why you got flustered?
Well, I mean, at first, in my mind, I'm like, for a split second, I was like, I know this person, and he could be a comedian. I was just trying, going through the thing. Then I went, oh fuck, it's John Travolta. And then at that point, I was looking at his eyes, and he was doing some sort of like Scientology, you know what I mean, like alien thing, right? And I went, you know what I mean? I go, you're John Travolta, you know what I mean? And then I was like, oh, I got fucking bamboozled by his energy, And I walked away.
You should have just been like, where's Shelley Miscavige? Where's she at, John?
Or let's like, yeah.
And then just walked away.
But then I also bowed to his grandmother and his daughter, I believe.
How
So I go, John Travolta, and I looked at them and I bowed for some. I don't know why.
Well, it's instinct.
Thank you.
Heritage.
Anyway.
Have you ever been taken aback by? I mean, look, dude, your resume speaks for itself. You've worked with some of the greatest legends of our business. Have you been taken aback?
Prince
Prince knocked you out, huh?
knocked me out.
What? Tell us. Can we
Tell
know the
me,
story?
Prince. Tell me, Prince.
This actually was Steve Byrne, and who else was it? Butch Bradley.
Butch Bradley.
I don't know who that is.
Comic.
We were in Las Vegas. I'm going to say this is. You got like a crack research team back there.
Oh well,
Yeah.
When Prince did the
emphasis on
Super
crack
Bowl,
for sure. But yeah.
when Prince did the Super Bowl, I think it was maybe 07, 09-ish around there.
Right.
When did Prince do the Super Bowl? And let him continue.
Let's go, guys.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
we were in Las Vegas performing, I want to say, at the Tropicana Hotel. For
07.
the weekend. 07.
Wow.
Okay. And Butch Bradley knew somebody that was producing the commercial for the Super Bowl. That somebody saw Butch Bradley on the marquee and said, listen, I need funny guys to do something with Prince for a promo.
Holy shit.
So we go in. This is at the Venetian Hotel banquet room. We're sitting around a banquet room table. And they said Prince is going to come in after we kind of do the, he just wasn't going to sit through our deal. So he comes in and he's got two beautiful women flanking him. This is beautiful. I've yet to incorporate this into my life, but if there's a moment to do so, I definitely will. Came in with 2 incense sticks. And they were holding the incense sticks, and it was like immediately you were just in Prince's aura.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And he sat down, with the eyes, and and everybody was staring at him, and no one really wanted to communicate with him. And he's like, why are you so serious? And,
Yeah.
and he kind of broke the ice by doing that. We did a couple shots with him. He got up, the incense sticks were there, and he left. And I got to tell you, looking into this man's eyes was just like a different human being.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
It's incredible.
that's my
I mean, he was,
He, one of the most talented people on planet Earth.
but just such a magic man.
magic.
He's a magic.
He's a magic man.
He's a magic man. I get it.
That's not even a real. It's like God did it for us, and they were like, "We're going to give you a couple of these."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, who are these people?
Of magic people,
Magic
like that?
men people.
Well,
Michael Jackson, maybe.
Michael Jackson was a magic man.
Magic man.
have you
A
ever,
magic they.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
yeah. Yeah.
have you ever come across? This is another guy I think is magic. Tom Cruise. Have you ever been in his
Have you?
private? No.
Never.
Yeah. You can tell that he is though.
Yeah, I could just see that, through how he behaves, it's someone that's very connected.
Connected.
Yeah.
I can tell that he is Magic Man because, without giving away much, one of my closest friends, who works with him, and I mean, sitting on the plane, like is with him, and the story she's told, and the way
I know who they are.
she's dealt with such like high-powered people, but she talks about him. It's like an enigma. Like she's like, it's inexplainable. The way he maneuvers and moves, the way he contacts people, the way he's able to like be with someone, stay with them for a minute, and then when he's done, they feel like fulfilled. Instead of like, how in LA people are like talking through you a little bit. They're like,
Yeah.
good to see you, man. Yeah, what's been going on? They're not looking. he like hones in, has this relationship, and then she's like, it is unbelievable to watch him work. She says it's like he's at work. Even when he's not shooting, he's at work with people. And
I heard he says hi to everybody.
He remembers your name.
Remembers your name, right? And I knew he was a good guy when he did that red carpet, and those people pulled the prank where they squirted the water in his face.
Why would you do that? That's what he said.
That's what he said, right?
Why would you do that?
Like if it was Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know what I mean? Like he just kind of held his hand and goes, "Why did you do that? I was being nice. I came up to you." And I knew at that moment, I go, "This is a good guy."
It was a brilliant. Look at this reaction.
Yeah, right here.
Hits him in the face with water. Is that what it was? It was in France or something.
Yeah. Here we go.
You could tell he's like diving in.
Diving in. Where's the spray at?
Oh.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Look at how calm he is.
Wow. It grabs him.
But you can tell he's angry.
I know.
Yeah.
Look, watch.
What's so funny about that?
It's brilliant, though. Why would you do that?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you like making less of people?
All right. That's it.
That's it.
What's great is he says, "Do you like making less of people?" It was so calm. It's such
what a line.
Do you like making less of people? And you could. What I wish we saw the other guy's face, because you'd be watching a man crumble as he's being emasculated.
Oh, so
Someone
good luck
grabs
ever getting in a red carpet interview again.
Well, that guy
You're
was
out.
That guy was. I remember he was a famous prankster in France. Well, I can't remember his name, but he did shit like this all the time. But he did it so calmly. He grabbed his. Imagine a man grabbing your wrist like a boy. Like a little boy and going, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah.
I mean, it would emasculate. I mean, you'd crumble down.
Like, what would you do? Like, what would you do, Seb?
You squirted me in the face?
Yeah.
I would probably walk away.
Yeah.
Oh, just walk away. Yeah. And you'd be mad the whole time, though.
Of course, I'd be mad. I don't think I could confront the person. I would probably be stunned, and I would walk away because, in my head, what's coming next? You know, the water is it acid? Am I burning? What's happening?
Right.
See, he thinks deep, analytical. My anger would be, it's over.
I would have hurt him.
I would immediately find in a comedic sense, my brain would go, got to do something mean but funny. I would try to find water or a drink of some and grab it and throw it on him as fast as I could. I would immediately try to, but I would do it in a way that was almost like I'm trying to hit you. Like, like my hand might be holding onto the cup as I hit you in the face with it.
That's pretty aggressive, dude.
Yeah, well,
just punch him in the face.
No, see, because if I did that,
but
I could say I just squirted him back.
Yeah, but what he did was assault. I'm sorry, that's assault. You're allowed to punch him in the face.
I don't think that's.
Well, I think this was more powerful.
You're right.
Yeah.
And if this ever happens to any of us, I would suggest that we take the Tom Cruise route.
Yep.
Bring the man in and
belittle him.
Yeah.
Belittle him.
Yeah. Why'd you do that?
Now, do you think that's a thing that you should have done? Like a child. He talked to him like a child.
You're right. He did it the right way.
He shrunk a man to nothing.
Shrunk him down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, would you ever do a Christian Bale outburst on a set?
Well, we heard that he did. Yeah, we heard Sebastian. He bursts like that on every set he's on. He's never not done that.
I can't imagine.
Scorsese has said that in a bunch of interviews.
Yeah.
He's like, who's the real asshole?
Yeah.
Sebastian. Have you ever blown up at all? No, you're so calm.
You're calm.
I don't know. I've never seen. It takes a lot to get me angry. I mean, there are times where I get frustrated and mad, but not to the point where it's an outburst of yelling and screaming, losing control.
Did your father ever blow up, or was he had the same demeanor as you?
He was a little bit more. He had a little bit more of a temper, and he would let it go. Just around us, I don't think around other people.
Right.
I don't like public displays of
anything.
Yeah.
When you see somebody kiss in public, like when someone's making out in a line, you're waiting in a line for a thing. When someone's making out, bothers you a lot?
A heavy makeout in public, and like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A kiss on the lips, hey, I mean, it's fine, but like
Sure.
when we're like going at it in the line, I don't really see. Again, we did this same thing happened when I did Tiger Belly.
Why you put what?
No, you do this thing where your eyes start wandering around the room.
No, wait.
You see it? Do you see it on the camera? He was looking over here.
No. Do you know why?
No, we talked about this.
Why? What did I say?
But I'm just saying.
Whatever you're doing right now, I don't like. What are you doing right now?
I was just making an observation.
Yeah, but you don't know. And what did I say before when I was doing that?
I don't know what the fuck it was.
I'm thinking, I'm listening to you, I'm ingesting what you're saying, and I'm going, oh, that's good.
Hey.
I like what he's saying. You know what I mean? That kind of a thing.
Let me tell you something. All right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially after the conversation we just hopped off.
Oh, okay.
Would Tom Cruise do that?
Yeah. Oh, you want lock eyes?
Lock it in.
Lock eyes.
Lock it in.
You got to realize.
Yeah.
When you know what it's like
Okay.
when you're thinking, Sebastian, when you're thinking about
Oh my God.
movement of conversation, you're thinking in a way where you're swimming in a pool. There's a little bit of water resistance, but it's not heavy. He's swimming in quicksand. When he's trying to think, it's quicksand. That's why he needs to dart. It's such a thick mess. It's a clogged artery up there. And so when he's thinking, his brain is just like Stardew Valley, Arsenal. He's trying to get those away to think about where you are.
Yeah.
That's what I know. I see you
in
doing
that order, pretty much.
I know. I see you doing it.
Stardew Valley and then Arsenal.
And then you're thinking about food at home.
Yeah.
What do I have at my house?
No, I had a meatball sandwich.
See?
That's what I thought.
I know. It was right here.
No, I'm listening to everything you're saying, but also, can I just say this before? It's just that I don't, I feel so comfortable around you that I feel like I can dart.
No, I have no problem with it. I just remember that happening on the other podcast, and I asked you what was going on.
And what did I say then?
Again, I forgot.
Okay,
I don't know what the hell it was, but it's almost as if you are physically thinking. I could see the thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just a lot of like.
Oh, I want to control that. Because
fine, do it.
No, I don't want to do it because I'm in situations where I shouldn't be darting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm, like at the pitch meeting today, I was darting a lot. And they're like, don't dart. You know what I mean?
Are you darting on dates?
I dart on dates all the time.
That's bad.
And they don't think that I'm interested.
Well,
Yeah. Also, I've learned some new things, while I've been dating lately. I've been learning some new things.
What are some things?
What
are you learning?
I learned that if there's no physical touch from them in terms of like even touching your arm or like, that kind of thing, that don't go in for a kiss.
This could be a sex ed teacher.
Yeah. Because what I notice is,
general cues.
I know, because when I ask people like, I went on this date with this girl for 3 times and there's no kiss, right? And people are like, I wonder what that is. But then I have kissed before. And so I've just been seeing all the signs of the kisses before. And I just realized that there needs to be, some sort of like, affection. And then if they're not touching me at all and they're doing like quick, sometimes they do that. Like I'll lean in and they'll pull away. That's not good.
But we should just end the day.
Yeah. And this last girl that I texted her today. I'm not lying. I just basically said that when you get out of the car, it's just almost as if you're jumping out of a plane. Like when I'm dropping off, like that was a great date. She goes, and she's like, she's off. You know what I mean? And so, and she opens the door so quickly. I don't have even time to even
get a kiss,
get in there, right? And so in my mind, I'm like, if that happens, it's a no-go.
Ask her how quickly she showers after the date. That'll be a tell.
I don't get it.
If she immediately showers when she gets home, it's just she's trying to wash you. When she runs away, she's trying to shed you off of her.
How do I say that though? Go, hey, the last date we went, you left the car. Did you take a shower like right away?
Mm-hmm. After we go on a date, do you shower right after?
And they're like, yeah, I do. Like I do 3 showers actually in a row. I do a scrub, rinse.
I shower, bathe.
Yeah. And then I'll go. And then in my mind, I should go.
That's it.
Block
your
She's not
number.
Interested in me.
Right. Obviously. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, because you were in a relationship for a long time, and I don't really know your dating patterns. When you go out with a girl for the first time, like where are we going? Restaurant? What are we doing?
Oh, well, I'm glad you're asking. And this is a very good question. Oh, sorry. Something came up. The meatball thing.
We heard it.
So, number one, some people spend their money, right, on things like watches, right, or cars and whatnot. But some people like myself, I like, food, like nice restaurants, right? You mad at me?
Why?
Don't be mad at me.
It's okay.
Yeah, just, people are different.
We are very different.
Yeah, like.
Oh, no, bro.
See this?
That's
This is just an Instagram quick buy. I look at it Instagram, I buy it. You know what I mean? So I do it like that.
I often wondered who buys that shit.
It's me. I'm the guy. Yeah, I'm the guy, dude.
What idiot as you're scrolling? Who in their right mind?
Well, yes, I'm the one. Even if I feel like it's not gonna work, I buy it anyway.
Oh, they've got me. They've got me a few times. Yeah.
So anyway, I have probably 10 spots that I generally go to for the first date, where I know the menu, I know how to park, and I know that everyone likes it almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
I agree.
what is one of those places? Give me a spot.
Well, he doesn't want to give them away.
Because now when I say it, other girls listening now, because most of them are Bad Friends fans, they go, he brought me there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's cycling.
I cycle
the same 5. It's actually kind of 5 to 6 places.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing wrong with saying the place. I mean, it's the place.
All right, so I'll give you. And I know that this is a spot that you like because I've seen you there before. Yes.
I don't think we've ever seen each other at a restaurant.
We have.
Oh.
You can say Chosun?
Where is it?
Is it the one up on the roof?
No. Chosun.
Yeah, Chosun Gobi.
It was a Korean restaurant on Olympic, and I did run into you there. You're with your wife. I swear to God.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll tell you why now. Because it's a story that I tell every girl that I bring there. One time I ran into Sebastian here.
Really? Do you think he would show up now?
Yeah. It's one of those things. So I know.
Wow, I have to ask Lana. What's it called?
Chosun.
We'll text it to you.
Yeah, we'll say yeah. Anyway, so that's I think it's one of the best Korean places.
Well, we did your birthday there. We do it. We've been there a million times.
You took me to a Thai place on Sunset.
Toy?
I love Toy.
Is that it? Yeah.
Back in the day, though.
Yeah.
When you used to hang out.
You still go there?
No, I have some money now, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
What? Too much?
There's nothing wrong with Toy.
You're right.
There's
Toy.
nothing wrong with
If
Toy.
you want great Thai, go to Toy.
Well,
Is that
good Thai, not great.
Right. So then I also go. I'm not done. Okay.
Okay.
Please.
Another one I do because I know the guy is Major Domo,
Mm-hmm.
David Chang's restaurant
okay.
in Chinatown, because I know what to get there. It's also what's great about dates, and everyone listening right now, you go to a place where you can share.
Yeah.
Right. If you have individual, but if you can somehow they have their hand in the hummus, and you can accidentally kind of touch hands and go, oh, you go first. You can have those little moments.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
What do you mean? You know what I mean? Or you do something cute like, hey, you know what? I can't get that on my plate. I'm gonna just sit next to you. So I'll pull my chair around. You know what I mean? And sit next to him, and then just eat that a little bit. You make fun, have fun.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun, right? Here's another thing I do, and this is a great thing. I walk away a lot.
You leave them.
No. What I do is I do this. So if they go, if they make fun of my body, right?
Are you on a date with me? What are you talking about?
Yeah. Sometimes they make fun of me, like, God, you're fat, right? Or I'll go,
No,
oh, you son of a bitch, and I'll walk away like I'm leaving the restaurant. Sometimes I'll even just leave. And then I'll come back and we have a good laugh about it.
That's fun.
All right, so it's an interesting time with you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's very communal. You're eating the same food. You go to the car. You come back.
Bestia is a place. Bestia.
No one's going to be bored with him on a date.
Yeah.
Can you look? I'll be annoying for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Is there any? Probably not. But is there any Scorsese stories that you can share at all?
I have a Scorsese story.
I also like the Pesci one, but move on.
Pesci.
Whatever.
Not
Remember he
Pesci.
invited you to the trailer.
Not Pesci.
Yeah,
a good
this
story.
was before that.
Okay.
So we're going to do the scene in the Copacabana, myself, De Niro, and Pesci. And
Amazing.
So cool.
And I didn't know what to expect. I don't know if you guys go through this. Prior to a new TV show or a new movie that you're going to do, there's like a first.
Oh, you mean Farts Part 3? What are you talking about? I do shit movies.
Yeah, our resume is not.
Yeah, it's not like
No, you guys have done movies where you're popping in, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Not there the whole movie.
Like whack-a-mole. We're whack. And we go away. Yeah, that's us.
We've been in there. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I feel for me it's like a like school, and I'm an exchange student coming in the middle of the year, and everybody's friends already, and I have to kind of make friends with the.
I know.
The what?
I said you can relate.
I relate to this
this
situation.
because he literally had the same thing happen to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel when I come in on these like 2-3 days or whatever I'm doing.
May I interject? I know it's your story.
No, go ahead.
But also, it's like the highest level of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, these are like...
This is Harvard. This is...
Yeah, I grew up watching Mean Streets, Taxi Driver, you know what I mean? Raging Bull. I mean, all of it.
This is like you're a new student at MIT.
I can't imagine the pressure and the nervousness. I just can't imagine it. But go on.
Imagine at MIT they're building a fucking rocket and you walk in the room and they all just turn and then go right back to work. That's what in my mind
is what it is.
I would feel.
You're like nothing.
Yeah. They're like, oh, he's fucking here.
Well, I think this is the problem with us is we create this situation that doesn't even exist yet. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And
fear, false evidence appearing real.
Yes. So
it's good.
I went in with the expectation of questioning myself. Do I belong here? What am I doing? I'm a comedian, and now I'm working with these two guys. So the rehearsal is just Scorsese, De Niro, and Pesci, and myself. And we're going over the scene. And I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if they were going to be, in their own world, but they were very gracious. Hey, how you doing? De Niro had to come up to me and say, hey, you're doing good things. You're doing good things. Oh, okay. Maybe he knows what I'm doing. So I felt kind of like, okay, so that's a nice positive thing.
I know.
And then I do the scene, cut, and they all get together in a huddle. Ooh. And I'm not in the huddle. Oh, God. And I'm thinking, this is it. I'm going home.
Yeah.
They didn't like what they saw. They're having second guesses.
Yeah.
But again, this is I'm negative in any of my thoughts. I'll give you this just happened to me today. I got an email from a doctor, and I'm going to go over some blood work. They said, can we move the appointment from 10:15 to 10 o'clock? I surmised that they need an extra 15 minutes to tell me I'm going to die.
I said
right?
it.
So that's where my head is constantly.
Yeah.
So in this situation, I thought I was done. It was over. And then obviously that was not the case. We worked out the scene over and over again, and it turned out great. And then, Scorsese ended up in between shots. It was like 50 minutes to set up the shot. Basically kind of sat with myself and not even the main cast, just the other actors that were there, telling us how he grew up in New York, laughing, telling jokes. Thanksgiving was around the corner. He started talking about his, Thanksgiving plans. And at moments I'm sitting there going, man, this is a guy that, to your point, watched growing up, watched all of his movies, was kind of an icon in filmmaking. The fact that he came from an Italian-American background, and now, he's sitting there telling me where he's going for Thanksgiving. It was a really nice moment. So I think the point of the story is sometimes we create something and we think that maybe we don't belong, but truly we do belong, and you just have to kind of believe in yourself and your abilities. But
may I add?
We still don't belong.
I'm
going to stick with that. With our side of it.
We're not in. We're on the outside. But yeah. But can I say this though?
Window watching.
There are times though, because with the little work I've done, I've still worked with Ben Kingsley. I did a scene with him. I did a scene with Ed Norton. I've done a scene with the recent new movie coming out with Cate Blanchett and Jamie Lee Curtis and everybody. And you build it up in your mind. I remember like the first time I was doing Borderlands, I was in Hungary, Budapest. And I remember I get a call like, Eli wants to meet you on set. I wasn't shooting for a week. He wants to meet you right now. I don't know why. They urgently drive me there. And I walk onto set and they're all there. Like Kate, Kevin Hart, Jamie Lee Curtis, everybody. And then Eli comes out. He goes, hey, I just wanted to meet you, man. Dude, thanks for doing it. He gave me a hug. Everyone was super nice. Like, hey, we're going to have dinner tonight. You know what I mean? And then in my mind, I'm like, oh, they're just regular people. But in our minds, we build it up to this thing where it's like, don't lock eyes with them or you might go, you know what I mean? You might be out, And you hear some of these nightmarish stories, you've heard it before. But it's like, that hasn't really been my experience. I just, you too, right? When you're with Zac Efron and John Cena, I mean.
Those guys never talk to me. Not one word.
Yes, they
the
did.
whole filming.
Yes,
of the
they
movie.
did. And you went to Russell Crowe's house.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Russell
yeah,
Crowe's
yeah.
house, yeah.
Okay, so are you on set the comic relief? Are people coming to you? Are you Mr. like personality?
With that movie was a comedy, and so yeah, and Pete Fairley and I were like, I would stand around him and just we would pitch each other jokes. I mean, that was like I've never done a serious film in my life, so I don't know. I don't know what that would feel like to do like a real. For me, it's everything I've touched is like a goofball. It's wacky, so there is no pressure in that regard. But
that's an interesting point because Scorsese, it's not in our world, right? It's like you're playing with the greatest actors ever to live. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I know you're a Comedy Store comic. I saw you the first time you ever went up. Remember that? Remember that one time you came over with that one line for that HBO show? It had something to do with a plane or something. And we rehearsed it over. I wasn't living in that condo on Beechwood.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, you're going to get this, Seb. And you didn't get it. And I remember you being kind of bummed you didn't get it, right? But my point is that, so this is the world you come from. So I guess, in many ways, it's a little different dealing with Scorsese in that way, I think. The pressure's a little bit more, I think. Don't you think?
Well, because, his pedigree is so,
Yeah.
Not to say that these other people we work like Eli or Fairley, I mean, they're legends in their own worlds, but Scorsese is, I don't know.
He's the top
It's in
guy.
a league of his own. I mean,
like Tarantino, Scorsese, maybe, I don't know, Oliver Stone, I don't know. Spielberg. I mean, there's like 5 or 6 of them that are like that. You're not, I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry.
John Krasinski.
Yeah.
If.
I think he's coming up, dude.
He'll be right next to Scorsese
I think
one
so.
day.
I think he's very talented.
Shut up. Scorsese.
John Krasinski's got the talent.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is bananas.
It's not bananas.
I don't want to do this debate again.
That's okay. We're not going to do it.
Yeah,
right.
please.
Yeah.
I just work with him,
I know you did.
and he is very talented.
I know.
I know.
But Scorsese.
But listen, here's the Scorsese. Here's another story.
Go ahead.
Scorsese wants to see your wig. I was wearing a wig in the movie.
Yeah.
Put the wig on, and I'm waiting to go in. This is the first meeting I'm ever going to have with this guy. I walk in, sit down, and he starts talking about movies from the 30s, 40s. This guy's like a movie savant, right? I haven't seen
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how do I hop out of this and get into. It's like someone talking to me about the Beatles. I just didn't know the movies he was talking about.
Yeah.
So I go, what could we connect on? Kids. So I just had a kid at the time. So we started talking about kids, family, whatnot. I walk out and the wig person goes, what'd he say about the wig? I go, I think he thinks it's my hair. There was no mention of the wig, no nothing. We just talked about movies and kids, and I walked out, and apparently the wig was okay. But I don't know how to navigate those types of conversations where I feel like I'm at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I did that movie in Hungary, remember the shoes and what I said?
Mm-hmm.
So I show up to Budapest. I don't know anybody. And my agents are like, no one's going to hang out with you. You have a month there alone. You're going to be alone. So I show up to my fucking hotel room, and we're at the Four Seasons in Budapest. And there's a letter on my bed. Dear Bobby, I don't know you, but can you want to have lunch tomorrow at noon? And it was by Jamie Lee Curtis. A huge fan, right? So I'm like, I couldn't sleep that night. I was like, what am I gonna say? I gotta do something. I think I rewatched Halloween or something. I don't know what the fuck I did, right? And I show up, pleasant lunch. Then some of the other actors show up, and Jimmy goes, I want to show you guys something that's very important here in Budapest. So we walk over to the river. And along this river, there's these bronze shoes that are kind of like cemented into the fucking ground. And it's, she explains during Nazi Germany, the Germans came in here and they killed a lot of Jews and they threw them into the river. So one of the actors, Cheyenne Jackson, goes, oh no, these are baby shoes, right? And like a fucking moron, I go, it could have been a myth.
Well, this is reminiscent of Travolta.
Yeah. Right. And then the whole group walked away from me.
Yeah.
And I went, and it didn't get a laugh. And I went, oh yeah, you're not at the store.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I have to literally like go, this is Bobby, in a movie, this is Bobby amongst comics.
And it's that kind of stuff that keeps you out of Mitzi's office at the end of the day. That's kind of an alarm.
I think that's what it is.
That's really
yeah.
what
I think that's what it is.
It's that kind of stuff.
So I did read that wrong. Stop
It's a
Googling.
bad joke.
It's a bad joke.
It's a bad joke, but also you were trying to lighten the mood.
I was trying to be funny.
Give it some levity.
Even if I was at the Comedy Store,
It wouldn't have landed. It wouldn't have landed.
No.
But that's because you're nervous.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm like, I want people to like me. You know what I mean?
I told you I've said this on here, but we've told this story. But same thing. I had when Jim Carrey was my boss, and I'm dying up here, and we were eating, and conversation was going great. It was about comedy, so we're in our zone. You know what I mean? Like it was It was like we're ping pong, and I was like, holy shit. He's telling me guys he loved. I'm saying bits that I love from guys from back in the day, and we're going back and forth, back and forth. Then there was like a little lull, and I was like, so where are you living these days? And he was like, everywhere, man. Where is everybody living? And I was like, fuck. Fuck. And it was an inescapable.
Well, I don't get what he's saying, though.
He's trying to say, dumb question. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you where I fucking live.
Yeah.
It was like a none of your business. A nice way of being like, none of your business, a little bit. Not that he wasn't so gracious. I think it was a way of being like, I don't really talk about where I live to people. Do you know what I mean? In his mind, it's
he
like
could have done like a Brentwood kind of a thing.
I think he was just goofing around a little bit, but it was a little like, hey, come on, I don't.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get close. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He was kind of like saying like, this is the last dinner.
Like, do you text Robert De Niro or no?
No.
So after you did 2 movies with him,
Yeah.
he played your dad in the family
About My Father, yeah.
About My Father, right? And after the premiere, after all that, you never talked to him again.
There might have been one exchange of a text message, but we didn't have that type of relationship. You know, we did the scene. He sat down at his chair and, I don't know, opened up a Nobu, and I was learning my life.
Wow. So there was never like, hey, you want to grab a bite after this?
No.
Wow.
No. It wasn't like
Those
that.
guys also are the age gap. They're settled in their ways. They've been doing this for so long. They probably like a system. A lot of those guys, they like it their way. They kind of want to.
Yeah, but I'm doing so the pitch today, right? I was like, they're like, what actors do you think? And I'm lowball, like people I can get. How about the guy that's on NCIS or whatever it might be, right? The 8th lead, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, for him to go De Niro is insane.
Yeah, it's wacky.
Did you ask him personally, or you went through agents and stuff?
No, the producer of our film had worked with Robert before, and he reached out to him and said, hey, I got a script you might want to like. He read it. We got wind from his team that he really enjoyed it, and he wanted to read it out loud, get it up on its feet around with a bunch of actors. So
cool.
The studio hired a bunch of actors in New York. We all sat around the tables.
You flew to New York?
Yeah.
For a table read.
No, he walked. He walked in. Yeah.
I know,
flew to New York.
To fly to a city for a table read, you would do that?
If Robert De Niro
You're right.
goes, hey, kid, I need you in the Maldives in an hour and a half on your own dime.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I will fucking rent a private jet,
All right,
Robert De Niro.
What level would you not do it? Let me throw some actors. Carrie Elways from A Princess Bride. He goes, I
do love him.
He's great. I need you in New York, right now.
And I would say, my sweet Wesley, I'm on my way.
You would say yes to Carrie Elways.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
What's the project?
It's a great movie.
What is it?
It's a movie about...
do it in a British accent.
Hello. It's a movie about... He's English? Carrie Elways is English?
I thought his name's Carrie?
Yeah.
I thought it was a woman.
You don't know who Carrie Elways is?
No.
Oh, yeah.
He's British. You've never heard him?
He didn't have one in The Princess Bride.
Oh, interesting. So his accent was different in a movie than it is in real life.
I never seen an interview of him, so I don't know.
Right.
So what if Seb called?
And asked me to do something for him?
And he goes, I have a table read in New York tomorrow. Will you fly to New York?
Yeah, that's not even come on. What are we talking about?
That's a no.
No, it's 100% a yes.
I don't know that one.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
I think, who's in it? Okay, I'll fly to New York for you.
God, you'd have to think about it.
No, I would, fuck yeah, dude. Anything for him. So what are you plugging now? You have a movie coming out, or what is it? What's going on here?
So smooth. No one does it better. Nobody flows better.
I look at the numbers, and they're fine. So I'm doing something right.
No, I know. I'm saying
I'm not
you're
going to
brilliant.
change.
You shouldn't.
I love you so much.
I love you more than you.
Okay.
How long have you been doing this podcast?
4, 5. How many years? 4 years?
years.
4.5 years?
How many episodes?
4 long years.
4 long, long years. How many episodes are we on, fans?
223.
223.
Has there been, was there a moment in your podcast where it was like a tipping point where you're like, wow, we're off to the races. We got a beautiful fan base. Or is this something that's a gradual build and kept onboarding people? When did you know you were popular?
Episode 1.
The first one?
No, I would say, this was a confluence of, not to give like the backstory of but the truth really was Bobby relapsed and his dad had died. And I was with him dealing with it, filling in for him on his other show with his ex at the time. And so I did a bunch of fill-ins. And then we had a personal situation where I wanted him to get help. And then he was like, when I get out, I think we should start that show that we had joked about starting. And when he got out, was like funnier and healthier and happier than he'd ever been on the heels of tragedy of his father. And we started the show in a little bullshit studio, like a piece of shit, cockroach infested.
Cockroach.
It was fucking gross. And right away we were having so much fun fucking with each other, and then COVID hit. And so it was like
Perfect timing. And not anyway.
no, but it was just like the harmony. The first episode was wacky, insane. And when we put it out, people were like, "Oh yeah, we've been wanting these," because the fans had said we should get together for years.
Okay, so there was.
But also I had this YouTube show called Talking.
Yeah,
It was an interview show, and he was one of the guys. And I always thought that one was my favorite one. The way he just hit we kind of rode the edge together in a weird way.
It just back then people started being like, why don't these two idiots get together? Yeah. And over the years we joked about something, and then to be honest, Kalila, his ex, she was like, why don't you guys do it? And we were like, I don't know, I have no idea.
And truth be known, and I'm going to say something that's not funny and honest, is that because I know about Simon and Garfunkel and Wham, they all broke up. Right, it's egos, right? So for me, it's like he's the captain of the ship. No, stop. I'm being honest right now.
Stop it.
No, I'm not stopping anything. He's the responsible one.
No. Yes. Well, responsible, but that's.
And also, I give you a lot of the decision making. I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my point being is that
I have to because you're sleeping.
I know exactly, but right. You know what I mean. But it's like sometimes I'm awake. And even in those times I'm awake, right? I go, let Andrew do this. You know what I mean? And so I think there needs to be like my ego. You know what I mean? It's not an ego thing with us. I think that's what's helped. Like when he did that movie, with the Farrelly Brothers movie or Farrelly movie, I filled in with him, and I was the first time in my life I was like so happy for somebody and going, yeah, I'll take care of our home until you come back. You know what I mean? So it's like. It's the first situation where like there's no ego, and I'm just we're happy for each other, and we get along for the most part, I think.
Well, when you and Pete are old friends, right?
Well, yeah. It kind of. I didn't know you guys were that tight. First of all, I didn't know that you fell off the wagon. That's
several times. I only have 2.5 years now.
I've put him in rehab.
What?
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I almost died.
Wow.
don't
just FYI.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
For your information.
For your information.
For FYI.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, we've been through kind of the the ringer.
So there's a history there. Yeah, no, Pete and I have known each other for 12 years, and kind of same thing. There was no tragedy or anything like that, but we I wasn't meant to be funny.
I like it. There was no tragedy.
But yeah, we started our show years ago, and I've just always found it interesting how these things become what they are.
Yeah.
And it's always nice to start it with somebody that you already have kind of like, nobody put you two together and said, you guys, you kind of.
I will say, I think that this is things that from stand-up that like this show kind of exemplifies is like the fans. It's so much fun. The fans send all this is fan art. We interact with them a lot. It just becomes kind of like this family. And whenever we do the live shows, he kind of reiterates that it's like, it really feels like a family. It's fucking weird. I feel like we all know each other. It feels like it's.
No, I've seen the videos. Yeah. Like you guys are out there.
It's
you're
wild.
In the crowd. You're interacting.
I think that helps the rhythm of it a little bit.
And you also meet them before the shows. We do like a meet and greet and stuff like that. And it's like it's shocking to see the age range and
we have people bring their like 13-year-old sons to the show.
The walk of life, are different. Like some people are affluent, some people are more like us. You know what I mean? Gritty. I mean, it's a great combination of people. It's old ladies.
When we get someone who looks like they would go to your show. Yeah. Meaning someone that's like well-dressed.
Like, yes, we got one.
When we get like a well-dressed someone that we know like valets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always go, holy fuck, a Sebastian fan is here to That's how we seriously feel.
Let me ask you this. I've been wondering, because, lately I've been doing, I'm not headlining these things, but, you do these big amphitheater-y kind of shows. I know you're used to that, but like, I did one with Bert and Tom, it was like 15,000 seats, and then I'm going out with Fully Loaded this Thursday. They're pretty big arena, and even when I'm on stage, I don't feel like it's a club. I feel like it's not as fun, really.
Do you like the big?
Do you like the bigger rooms? Because it seems it's not that fun. You like it?
I mean, if I had a nice small theater, 1,500 seats. I like the Wynn Hotel where I perform in Las Vegas. 1,500 seats, nice, intimate. Is a nice room.
I love that room.
Yeah, comedy club. Yeah, you're there.
Yeah.
Comedy clubs, great. I love comedy clubs. But you get into an arena, it loses some of the, intimacy that you would normally see at a smaller place. But it's exciting. There's another feeling that you get when you don't do a theater or in a club. It's like the energy of 15, 20,000 people screaming.
But in your head, for me, sometimes it's like I'm on stage in front of that many people. And I'm like, do I belong? You're like, what the fuck is going? Like, I don't even accept that. Like, this is even a real thing. Do you know how big you are? Is what I'm asking you. That's a weird question, probably. But
if anywhere I feel comfortable is being on stage in front of 3 people or, 20,000 people. To me, that's the one place I feel like I'm comfortable.
Have you ever done a show like that for 3 people? Like a corporate?
Not. I love corporates, by the way.
Yeah.
But I've done those shows at the Comedy Store. To speak to what Bobby was saying, when I first came there, I got like these, 12:30, 1 o'clock spots.
Right.
So that's
terrible
spots.
Yeah.
I did a corporate for five adults.
5 people. Was it planned for 5 or 5 showed up?
No, there was a day, I can't mention the names, but I'll tell you afterwards, but he had a tough day, canceled the party, and decided to keep just the 4 other confidants with him, and I still had to perform. And I couldn't say no because the check cleared, so I was like, okay.
Good money?
Huh?
Pretty good money?
Yeah, I fucking did it.
Yeah.
Was this at a home or a banquet hall?
It was at a resort.
Wow.
In a banquet room?
In a restaurant at the resort that they had. This man owns the resort, which is even more. It's like all his.
Wow.
So he sent everyone home, and I was like, okay. And I grabbed the arm of the girl who was like liaisoning me. Like they gave me like a house, and I was in the house, hanging, watching TV, eating a great meal. I was just so excited. I think I called my dad. I was like, I'm having a fucking weekend, man. This is amazing. Then we get in a golf cart. We go to the restaurant, and I grab her elbow like a scene out of a sitcom. I go, what's going on? I was like, how is this? And she goes, change of plans. It was a tough day. I think he just wants to keep it intimate, and it's just going to be the boys. They just ate. They want to drink and laugh, and then they're going to smoke cigars around the fire pit, if that's okay. I was like, well, it's not okay. But it's over. I'm sure. Like, what could I have done? And so then, I had to. I mean, it worked out because I just talked to them. I mean, I just was goofing with them. But
you're just basically having a conversation, but you're standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his friend was a fan. It was his birthday, so it was kind of like the other guys had no clue the other guys were like, what the fuck is this? Who is this guy? It didn't matter. I was just, but that was the most uncomfortable I felt in all my years. And I was.
You did the full time?
I think I probably was up there for 30 or 40. I was just goofing with
I would do 12. At 12, I'm like, hey, guys,
you usually do 12. Yeah. That's not a big shift.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
That's very good.
Come on.
That's good. It's a slam.
I've had people at clubs, when I go to clubs sometimes, go, Bobby was here a couple years ago. He did 17 minutes.
I'll tell you why. Can I tell you what? Let me defend myself. May I defend myself? If I'm not feeling it, I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a...
Stop. Okay. Let me finish, okay? Somebody, and I don't know who, came up with these rules. the feature MC does this now, feature does this, right, and this and that. And my thing is like, fuck the rules. All right, if I'm not feeling it and it's not going well, I don't want to make everyone suffer through an abomination.
It's never gonna be
I
an
know, but in
abomination.
my mind it is. So I'm like, at 17 minutes, and that only happened like twice in my life. Right? You know what, guys? You win. I'm out. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. You're headlining and you did 17 minutes?
Yeah.
And what are the people? There's a riot?
No, there's a riot. They just kind of, it's weird. They get up slowly like, is it over? You're right. And then the waitresses freak out because they haven't put the checks down.
Right.
So now, I think one time I went out and go, hey guys, wait for your checks. Just talk amongst yourselves. Fuck you. I'm out. You know what I mean? And that was it. Yeah.
Wow.
It's true. That's unbelievable.
And then the manager comes back there and they go, 17 minutes, huh? I go, yeah.
And that's it.
And they go,
it doesn't matter.
They're going to pay you anyway because no one got the refund. Right? And it's a door deal, so fuck it. Only a couple times that happens, okay?
Couple.
Yeah.
McCone, do yourself a favor right now since you've been so quiet and polite. Why don't you say something nice to our guest because I know you're a fan. So you can go say something nice and that's it.
I mean, it's just...
That'll be it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's it.
You give him a little bit. You don't want him to run too far.
And we know what you meant by that. We do. And so, wow, that's good. You know what I mean?
I will say.
Can we go to the plug now because he has an out and I don't.
Oh, okay. We'll make sure you get gone.
Let's get the plug.
Well, don't say it like that.
Or let's do it in an organic way then.
No, listen, I'll do it.
No, let me just. Can I just try?
No, let him do it.
Let's we can edit it so we feed off of McCone. Seb, it's so good to see you, man. What you got coming up?
Well, okay, you can keep that. But then when we're going through the tape, let's see how this works.
Right.
Oh, you want two versions?
Yeah, two versions.
All right.
Yeah,
so
show them both.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to do my version.
Yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead. What the fuck?
So, being on one of the top podcasts in the world, right? I just see it fitting, since you have a podcast listening audience, to let them know that I have a podcast as well. It's called The Pete and Sebastian Show, which we referred to earlier. Yep. It's myself and Pete Corielli. Sometimes we do guests. Sometimes we have a fun banter like you guys are doing right now. He's kind of like a beer and peanut guy. I'm a wine and cheese guy. So kind of an odd couple vibe. On top of that, I just got done filming a show called Bookie, which is on Max, season 2.
Season 2
is so if you guys like gambling and comedy, it kind of marries the two. And last but not least, I have a tour that starts in Norfolk, Virginia, July 11th. Which is 94 shows over 8 months. Wow. Called It Ain't Right. And Pete's going with me, Pat McGann's going with me, and we're gonna rip through the United States and have a ball. So that's kind of what's going on in my life. But I couldn't be more grateful that you guys asked me to come here and do your show. And it's just a pleasure to see all your success and hard work paying off. One last thing. One last thing, though. And I had to tell you, something distracted me.
I didn't do the eye thing. I didn't do the eye thing. Okay.
No, something else you did.
Is it me? What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I tell you. What was throwing me off a little bit was the white fingernail polish. I don't know if it's polish or paste or what the hell you got, but I was thrown off many a times with the white fingernails. Is that your new look? What is that? I haven't seen that from you.
Yeah.
Recently.
You haven't seen a lot of things.
Do you get those done? From where I'm sitting, that looks like a satin finish.
It's gels, right?
No, I'm talking about the others. You getting buffed out?
I got buffed out.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's so funny that you bring it up, Sam, because I learned to do manicures from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants credit.
So it's very interesting that something that I learned from you, it's like, that commercial, son, you know what I mean? What is this? Marijuana. Where'd you learn it? From you, Dad.
Right.
Right? So I learned this behavior from you, and yet you try to use it against me in a weird way.
You-
Don't lean back. Lean back. Sir.
No.
Can you please lean back? It's aggressive and lean back a little bit. Okay, thank you so much. All right. What's up, dude?
I'm flattered that you started taking care of your hands. How about your feet?
He's going to show you they're polished as well.
Wow.
They're polished as well, Sebastian.
You asked for it.
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, listen. I did might have had some influence on you getting
100%.
manicures and pedicures, but for the record, I never had anything other than a clear coat or a buff.
But you can't buy your kid a guitar and be shocked when he becomes a rock star. You know? You showing him the ropes.
True.
The kid's got to he's got to fly free.
Right.
It gave me like
You gave your son a ukulele and he learned how to play the electric guitar, and now that's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
I thought it was tape at first, like, almost like Michael Jackson. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not that. Yeah, it's not that. It's gel, okay? I don't know what the fuck that is, right? But anyway, dude.
You know I've never had one.
Yeah, men don't do that.
Okay. I also want to, let's just throw this out.
You want to get fucking beat up after the show?
Anyways, thanks for listening. Thank you for being a bad friend. Thank you.